Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Dishonored. We were just about to sneak into Sokolov's residence, and I wasn't 100% sure which direction I wanted to go. But having taken a look around, I'm liking this direction, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think it has something to do with the massive amount of pipes that we have to use in order to get to our destination. Wine cellar. The weakest point of entry. I guess that's the way it works, though. When you're coming into someone else's abode, the best two places to go are from the basement, where they think it's safe and all locked up, and from the roof, where they don't think you can gain access.
He memorized the litany on the White Cliff in a night. Is it possible? No.
They were speaking, but I didn't really hear what they were saying. Guards everywhere.
Shut up.
What is he carrying? Too many guards, I'm afraid. Not liking this as an entrance. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure we can get back to where we started from. But let's find out, shall we? I mean, we could always swim if we needed. There we are. Wonderfully simplistic. So, unfortunately that was not a great idea. The front door probably is not much better. It's nice that he has such wonderful windows we can just look through. Looks like he has models of things. That must be an office, if not his office directly. We'll go up. Ah, yes, I think in this case the roof would be our best access. So we will head ourselves up to the roof. And then from there, we shall cause such havoc. Or would. Well, technically, yes, that would get me up, but I don't think it would get me in, would it? Okay. Strange though that may be, it seems to have functioned properly. And I landed right on his bed. Clock? Oh, how wonderful! Can't sit staring, though. I must continue. Mysteries of PANDYSSIA. Excerpt from the book of the Far Continent, PANDYSSIA. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the PANDYSSIAN continent as a place of wonder, where all life has entwined and blossomed across aeons, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled in the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of submen engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. The few who have traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there, in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. Sounds like the Americas. Ah, Sokolov's house key required. Old Coast map. Money. That I will always take. A library or a hallway? Ah, God. Good call. Can we squeeze down here? Ooh. We are sneaky today, aren't we? I love this so much. Oh. So, 2 guards, apparently. Or is that the same one? No, 2 guards. Cannot allow him to raise the alarm. Must think.
No, stupid goddamn.
Did he just move? Tell me he didn't just move. Excuse me, sir. Wonderful. I am very much liking that clock, however. Should keep an eye out for things. Now that I'm wandering around, I'm just like, whatever. Sleep dust. Poisons. Looks like he was doing research. Oh, yes. Whale oil. Whale oil processing. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Nope, we've read this before. We shall not read it again. If I need that, I shall come back to it. Is that a frog? Oh, no, it's a rat. Bull rat fetus. PANDYSSIAN bull rat study. The bulk of the rodent is hardly the most interesting detail, though it is one of the first remarked upon by visiting colleagues who come to study my prize for PANDYSSIA. Upon further observation, it becomes obvious that the specimen exhibits greater cunning than its cousins, native to the temperate crystal. Twice in the night I have awoken to find it loose in my apartment, so a new cage had to be devised. An entertaining diversion, but a waste of my precious time. The dietary tests I have conducted have also provided some surprise. The PANDYSSIAN bull rat, I can say with confidence, is not a finicky eater. With equal gusto I have seen my little guest dine upon other, smaller rats, living felines, and even the corpse flesh of a plague-dead woman found in the Rinhaven River. Further study is required. Why do I sense that Sokolov may have caused the rat plague? We shall take all of his ingredients. He does not require them. His science is garbage. And we were here once already. Upstairs leads to the water area. Oh, there's a door here. How wonderful.
I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night.
We shall sleep, Dot, the good man.
Potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
She? Good night, Sokolov. Have ourselves a look around, make sure we're not being watched. Lieutenant Niles' report. As requested, this is a sample of the black market elixir we believe to be coming from one of the abandoned distilleries. No doubt it's inferior to your formula, or even to Piero's remedy, but people are desperate. We have not been able to identify the additional ingredients. Perhaps you'll have better luck. One thing of note, some of the men of the watch claim, when pressed, to have purchased and used this stuff from time to time, since it's cheaper than either of the popular brands. None of them report any illness or complications, so while it may not protect from the plague as well, it doesn't seem harmful. Lieutenant Christopher Niles, 2nd Dispensary Detail, Dunwall City Watch. Empty. Do not need. Hello, Sokolov. I shall take your house key. Oh, the young lady. Hello, young lady. Audiograph player. Play.
Sokolov here. Excellent progress today. Test subject 312 is declining rapidly. As I theorized, formulas 12 and 17, administered in combination, greatly accelerated the progression of the disease. Interestingly, the respiratory mucosa had erupted and raised pustules, grayish in color, which burst, causing hemorrhaging and pain. I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which, in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
What a bastard. I am curious, however, had I shot him before he had finished, would the recording have stopped mid-sentence? Something interesting. I don't believe you're going to survive, young lady. I believe you have the plague. I'm debating on whether or not I should unlock and let you out.
Whoever you are, he kept me in a cage, like an animal. The pain is horrible right now. So I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
I don't think you ever will be, young lady, but you're welcome for whatever hope you can muster. Apparently she's too busy to talk. Pain keeping her in such a way. Sokolov, you shall remain here unconscious until I am done with your house guards. I am too curious a person to allow them to meander. Plus, you have things in your home I wish to steal. Like $300 worth of gold bars. What the hell? Alright, now from here, it's all gravy. The flooded district. Before the plague turned everything to shit, Red Shore was filled with barristers and moneymen, rushing around, taxing each other and whatnot. Every guard in the watch wanted that post, and there were classy women everywhere. The whole place flooded years ago, just as the plague got real bad. People were sick and nobody was working, so the city let the dams go to rot. When the big one broke, I've heard tell, the river put it all underwater. The swanky Chamber of Commerce was there, and so was the Bloody Greaves whale house. Now there's nothing but rats and gangs and who knows what. Last I heard, the captains had been using it as a quarantine for weepers. You show one sign of plague, and it's your citizenship has been revoked. Over the wall you go, into the water. I sense that we'll have to go there soon, or shortly, or at some point in the future. Can't get through. At least one guard. Only one guard.
It's off. Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Can you tell me that that's the power unit for the entire place? Oh, what hilarity that would cause. Oh, a housemaiden. No, you I shall keep alive. I do not wish to cause damage to one such as yourself. I do like this overhead piping system, though. This is so wonderful. Dining hall. Anything worth
I have
stealing?
to keep this position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to undress, I undress.
Poor woman. You should know that I'm going to kidnap him, and we're probably going to do such very horrible things to him. Not to worry. I don't think there's really that much else to explore. He has such a wonderfully nice house, however, he has nothing to steal. Sokolov is one of those people, I believe, who keeps everything very close to his chest. Or
Think you get your own squad after what happened last night?
Never doubted.
I killed those men in self-defense. It wasn't my fault that they were asleep with their backs turned to me and their guns were across the room. They could have moved at any moment. I was afraid for my life. Suppose I can get in through there? Perhaps, perhaps. We'll see. Oh, wonderful. That way I don't have to go back around the other way. And we'll just do this. Alright, now from here we'll go collect Sokolov. So it looks like we didn't have to go to the basement or anywhere else. There may have been things down there that we could steal or use, but for the most part I believe that it was basically pointless. So for now, we will collect our quarry. Come, Sokolov. There are things you must answer for. With your blood, good sir. Unless I have to sneak him out through the front door. Can I do it this way? Oh, good, I don't have to sneak him out through the front door. Come. Carry your slimy, disgusting...
Word of a ruckus. No details yet.
Word of a ruckus. Well, considering there are rats eating corpses, I have just stolen your man of the hour. Samuel, so good to see you.
The royal physician himself. He made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
It sounds to me as though the gentlemen in the back are very upset looking for this man, so yes, let's go. Capturing genius and madness. Ah, our stats. 26 kills, 0 civilians, 0 alarms, 1 unconscious body found. Looks like I'm getting better. Overall chaos, high. Didn't kill anyone, of course not. Ghost, of course not. Special actions, freed all of Sokolov's test subjects, thank you. Robbed Pratchett's safe. Saved the stranded woman from the rats. 5 of 5, 3 of 3, 1 of 1, 0 of 1. Unfortunately, I didn't get Sokolov's painting. And then roughly 3/4 of the coin. So wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So let us continue to the wonderful cutscene. Here we are. The royal physician Anton Sokolov is now in the custody of the Loyalists. Through Sokolov, it will be possible to strike directly at those closest to the Lord Regent. How cooperative will the most brilliant man in the Empire be? He must be swayed or coerced into telling what he knows. I have a blade and a lot of anger. I don't think it'll be that difficult for me to persuade him into telling us what we want to hear.
They set up the cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
I woke up in a prison one day. Yes, we've all woken up in worse places. Besides, the man's using test subjects both for sexual pleasure and for killing them. He can wake up with dog poop every once in a while.
Well done, Colonel. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machine. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
I'd like to wind down first and say goodnight to Emily. Yes. I would like to say goodnight to Emily. I do miss her. I haven't spoken to her in quite some time. So, for the moment, however, we're going to pause here. So I'd like to thank you all very much for joining me for a Kilobyte Short on this Let's Play of Dishonored. And I will see you next video.